Hello and welcome. This is the second tutorial in Fortran 1995. Today we're going to see how to do calculations and how to use loops. First of all, these are the different symbols that we're going to use for calculations. It's for adding, this is a minus, this is multiply, and to divide. And in case you want to use a power, then instead of using the shift 6 symbol, you have to press 2 asterisks. Also, we're going to learn how to find the square root of a variable, and this is by pressing either the power of 0.5 or by the command that we are using also in Excel files, and this is sqrt. Of a, but it may be better to use the second way to find the square root of a variable, because when you use the first one, I think the way to calculate it through Fortran is by using the e to x transformation, and this takes a bit more time, but you're free to use any of these two ways, but it's better to use the square root. Now I'm going to show you an example. So we have 4 real variables, A, B, C, and D, while I is going to be useful later. So we give the A variable the value 3, while B is equal to A plus 3, C blah blah blah. You can see these things. You know that it is forbidden to divide by 0. So when you are going to execute a program, then you have these kind of problems. The name is floating point. Please remember that when you want to close the DOS dialog, you have to press the enter button and not to press the X button on the upper right. So far we don't have any way to see the results of what we type, so I pressed print between every 2 lines. Please note that the gray letters is just text, while A, B, C, and D are variables. Also, please note that we can have the same variable in both sides of the equation, and this means that the left part, the first C, takes its value by adding the previous value that it had, the C variable, plus the B value of the B value. Okay, so C was initially 3, and by adding the value of B, it has a new value. Okay, you can check whether the values are right or wrong. It's a very important step, since mathematics is a useful whatever, you know what I'm going to say. Hope. Now, why do we have I? Why do we use integers? These are numerators. The use is mainly to name the loops. Whenever you type do and then press enter, then the compiler creates this blank. It's like pressing tab after that. That's why the end2 is a bit to the right. Now, the easiest way to create a loop is to type do I is equal to 1 up to 7, and this is going to be by step of 1 each time. So in the beginning, A is equal to 3. When you enter the loop, then A is going to take a new value, which is the previous one plus 2. Then we order the computer to print what is the value of A. Please note again that the gray letters is plain text, while A is a variable in black. Now you can see I'm going to use this print, the last one, later. So for the time, please check the prints of this program. So on the right side we have the numerator, and on the left side we have the values of A. The second time, A, while it used to be 3, it becomes 7, and so on. So the last time the I is 7. But what happens if we print after the loop? We're going to see this later. But please note that when the step is only 1 and exactly 1, then we can just delete it, because by default the step is +1. And note that we can have also negative steps. Ta-da! It's gonna go from 1 to -6, but the results are not going to change, since I is not part of the equation, it's just a numerator of the loop. Please note that the integers have mainly this type of use and nothing more. It's only numerators, mainly. Also check that we could have steps not only 1 or 2, but also -2 and so on. When you don't have an exclamation mark before print, then you activate this command. So we're going to have again the same value of a, since we are going out of the loop, but I, instead of being -5, is gonna be -7. Well, this happens because when it goes to end